All right, let's now turn to a current event that's happening tonight. It's The Score Week 2, which is why Sports Director Kory Kuffler and Sports Anchor Jenna are here in studio to tell us what they're covering. Okay, guys, so last week, I know it was first week, I was happy I was here for the 10 o'clock because we got the pizza.
Right.
Yeah. But what's on your schedule for today?
We have 17 games on the docket tonight. We're going to get post-game from one of those games. She's getting it mic'd up with Kathy Marks before their game up in Clinton. So 17 games, 2 posts. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of good highlights tonight.
Wow, 17. That's remarkable.
Yeah.
You guys are everywhere. But what are the biggest games that you're focusing on?
So I would say the biggest game is probably, you can go Bettendorf. They're undefeated so far this season. They're looking to stay undefeated. Mulline's looking to run the table right now on the first half of the Western Big Six. So those are probably some of the biggest. So they're all big games. I mean, they're so much fun. The gyms are packed. So yeah, they're a lot of fun games.
And who's really surprised you so far this season?
Well, I'll say a team that I'm very impressed with is Sterling Newman, the Comets. They are undefeated. They are ranked 2nd in the state. And I actually went to their practice earlier this week, got to catch up with them. You know, they're very grateful for the state recognition, but aren't getting too caught up in it, right? Because they said, you know, they've worked hard for their wins, but also that they know luck has been on their side with a couple things, right? So they're a very balanced team, very hardworking and disciplined team, and I've been really impressed with them so far this season.
Well, we're in week 2 right now. There's 9 weeks, correct?
9 weeks of The Score, yes.
Okay. What else are you looking forward to throughout the rest of the next 7 weeks?
For me, it's which teams can this is like a turning point. They're almost to that second half of the season. Which teams can kind of turn things around? You know, maybe you didn't have a great first half or you lost a few games you didn't want to lose. Which teams can kind of turn around and kind of make something of their season as they go through the second half?
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, too, specifically with the girls basketball on both sides of the river, the MAC race right now is very tight with a lot of those teams at the top. Western Big Six, we have some really good girls teams, too. Obviously, some good boys teams as well. But it's very fun to see, like you said, them sort of separate themselves because there's a lot of really good competition right now.
Okay, well, this might be a hard question. It might be a hot take, but what's better, the score for football or the score for basketball?
Ooh, that's a good one. So they're different animals. I will say that. We do 45 minutes for football, and we're within the newscast for basketball. So they're different animals, they're different things. They're both a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, I enjoy both of them. So, I mean, I don't know, I love shooting. I love the energy of a Friday night, whether it's football, whether it's basketball. It's like the community show up, big school, small school, just so much energy, whether it's out on a football field or, you know, inside. One thing is, though, I do enjoy the weather a little bit more for football season because it's a little cold outside, but at least we get to shoot indoors, right?
Yes.
So
exactly. You're not going to maybe be outside at a cool football game, I guess, during the winter.
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, you do have something new this week.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
So we are going to go our normal spot from 10:15 to 10:35, and then as soon as that's done, switch over to our 8+ app, catch us on streaming. We're going to do about 15 minutes of streaming, give you a little bit more in-depth on the highlights, maybe talk to a few coaches and kind of just recap things and go a little bit more in-depth. So that'll be on our streaming. We haven't done that ever before, so it's the first time we're going to do that. We'll see how it works tonight.
We are, because I know last week there was so much content that you guys were, you know, trying to hurry around, figure out what are we going to include, what can we squeeze in. So this is going to give you such an opportunity to dive into all this even more.
Absolutely, and give you know each game you know the amount of space that it deserves. So yeah, it'll be fun to be able to kind of do a little bit more, talk about it a little bit more on the stream.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, 17 games. Remind me, compared to other weeks, I mean, is that the average or is that extra today?
It's normal. Yeah, I would say 15 to 20 is the sweet spot somewhere in there. If we get 20, we can't have too many post games. Got to kind of cut the highlights down a little bit. But yeah, 15 to 20 is kind of where you want to be for basketball. As far as football, which again you asked about, maybe 24 to 25 games, which is but it's a longer show. So yeah, 15 to 20 games, and they're from all over the area, both sides of the river, small schools, big schools, it doesn't matter. We're all over the place, and we'll have the best highlights, I guarantee that. And Brian Stocking, of course. Who else has Brian Stocking?
What else could we want?
Right?
You know?
Yes, absolutely.
I have to ask, who's the sponsor for tonight's game?
So we have 4 different sponsors. I'm going to miss them. I know it's Carpetland, it's Harris, it's Midwest Bath, and there's one more, and I told you I'd miss one. But
that's okay.
We're excited for all of them, of course. But yeah, anytime somebody wants to come on and be part of the show, it's great.
Exactly. You'll have more pizza tonight?
Oh, of course.
Dang it, I'm not doing the 10
o'clock.
o'clock.
You're going to miss. Come back
yes,
and get a slice.
I'll tell John. I'm going to be on the 10 tonight. You heard it here first. Well, I know you guys are off to being really busy tonight, and we'll talk with you later. Good luck. You're going to cover those games so well. I'm excited to see it.
Thanks for having us, yeah.
Of course, of course. Well, yep, tune back in tonight at 10:15 and make sure that you download that WQAD 8+ app to get all that extra coverage that's new tonight.